Hey guys and girls, here's your Achampnator, and today I'm going to play Super Mario Land 2 HD. Let's go. I don't know if there's any sound. There is. Okay. How do I jump? How do I jump? First things first, how do I jump? I have no idea how I jump. How do I jump? I first want to know how I jump. I don't run. How do I jump? Seriously? With J? Okay, why not? Mushroom, perfect. Okay. Let's get down here. I don't know how many levels are there, but we'll find out. I never really played the original Mario Land 2 though. But yeah, wait a minute. I have to turn up the sound a little bit, because the sound is a banger, to be honest. I don't know how many levels the creator made. And I died. Right on the spot. By the way, you see that in widescreen because I had to pull it a little further. Otherwise you would have had a little screen like I have here on mine. So you have it a little more comfortable. And how I said, I don't know how many levels the creator made. But it's quite a cool remake, to be honest. Yeah? I also don't know if there's a run button. Nah. I don't know if there's a run button or not. Seems like no though. Okay. There's the stuff. There's the stuff. Gimme. Ah, baby. Mushroom. Perfection. Oh, baby. I don't know what that means. Okay. You can get down here. Perfect. But you can't get all of the coins. That's sad. But well, whatever. Ah, the Goomba. Eat this. Ah, fuck. Goal! Oh, that's it? Sad. Okay, guys and girls. Like the last time where I played the Sonic one, we are reacting on how this game was made. See you on the other side. And here we are, guys and girls. This is the video I remade Super Mario Land 2 HD by Teddy Rose Kid. Guys and girls, it was made in June of 2024 and uploaded on February 5, 2025. No, he decided it on June 2024. Okay. Yeah. Let's react. Okay, let's refresh this one. I don't know why it was like this. Okay, now you see the wonderful thumbnail of this video. Let's go.
What do you do? It's your boy Teddy Rose coming back from the dead with a new video for Frank to give your head like, yeah. What the was that? I just want to go ahead and apologize about that. I did a terrible job of holding back my ADHD and my autism. So let me go ahead and just put that away and let's continue on with the video. So if you read the title of the video, we're taking Super Mario Land 2 and we're making an HD remake of it. So to start things off, I went to the Spriters resource to download Super Mario Sprite Sheet from Super Mario Land. At first I tried doing a 1-to-1 upscale, but that was looking all kinds of goofy. So I just decided to go ahead and do my own type of design. This one ended up working out a lot better just because the original one was looking so bad. I mean, sometimes you got to be able to look at your art and just tell that it looks like shit. So, yeah, that original one looked bad, but this one, gorgeous.
Yeah, looks good.
Next, I started working on the tiles for the game, but these were looking busted as well, so I'm just keeping these as a placeholder. They will change. Matter of fact, get this ugly ass shit off my screen. You just come up in here looking all ugly and shit. You just look like that and be okay with it? That's better. Anyway, it wouldn't be a Mario game without our item block, so I animated that too. With that out of the way, I went on to animating Mario's walk animation so that we can actually start making a game instead of just having a bunch of dope-ass drawings laying around. Disclaimer, this isn't the finished animation, it's just the first part of his run cycle. However, it looks good enough for me to start using in-game, so I'm going to start working on actual gameplay now. Alright, we're about to get into some really nerdy shit, but I read in all my comments that you guys want me to talk more about the coding aspects of making these, so I'm just going to break it down for you guys. So what you're seeing on screen is the attributes that control all of Mario's physics. Let me go ahead and explain to you. The reason why I create these variables is because when it comes to a character's physics, there are a lot of different traits that are being called upon at different times. And it's really annoying trying to remember what each of these values are. So I create variables tied to each of these values. So that way, if I needed to call upon Mario's gravity, I just have to type in gravity instead of having to remember what the actual number is. Or if I want to call upon his walking speed or his running speed, these are all already set in stone. Next, I wrote some binary variables that just check whether or not you're pressing a button. If you are pressing the button, it returns the value of 1. If you're not, it returns a value of 0. This next script that you're seeing on the screen is the meat and potatoes of everything. This is what allows Mario to move left and right. This is by no means the finished code. This is just the beginning of it. Beginning? God damn it, Jacob Zuma. How do you say that shit?
Beginning.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Thank you. In the beginning. This is the beginning. And voila, we have movement. It is damn sure not perfect, but it's something that we can definitely build off of. So let's continue on with that. Next, I started working on collisions and gravity. I wrote a variable that checks if Mario is standing on a solid object or if the space beneath him is empty. If it's empty, gravity will apply and he'll start to fall. If it's not empty, he'll land on the ground and he'll no longer be moving downward. Completely forgot to add that I also added the jump button, so if you press the jump button, your character will actually jump off the ground. As you can see, that jump doesn't really represent what it's like to jump in Super Mario Land 2. So I booted up Super Mario Land 2 so I can go ahead and see how the game feels and controls, so I could replicate that better in my remake. After some careful adjustments, I landed on something that really felt natural and actually felt like I was playing Super Mario Land 2. Next, I started working on the camera. If you notice, in Super Mario Land 2, when you're walking to the right, Mario's located on the left side of the screen. However, when you're walking to the left, you're located on the right. This was likely due to the fact that the Game Boy's resolution is very low, so it wants to be able to give you as much forward vision as it possibly can. So I want my game to have the exact same feel, so I started designing a camera that functions the same way. To achieve this effect, I actually took a page out of Super Mario 64's book, where the camera is actually a separate object that follows Mario around. So I created a separate object, Blocky2, And I wrote a script where if you're facing to the right, Lakitu will be 200 pixels to the right of you. If you're facing to the left, Lakitu will be 200 pixels to the left of you. After that, I coded the game's camera to specifically follow Lakitu and not Mario. This way, no matter you're walking to the left or the right, you'll always have a decent view of what's coming in front of you. Next, I added collisions to the item block so you can actually land on them. After making it that you could land on the item block, I also decided to make it that you could hit the item block as well. I finally got the energy to animate some more, so I went ahead and finished Mario's run animation. With the animations out the way, I went back and wrote some variables for colliding with the left and right side of solid objects, so that way we can start actually designing the map. I went online and found an image of the first level in Super Mario Land 2. Because my game is an exact replica, just upscaled 4 times larger, it makes it so much easier to faithfully recreate the map. After designing some of the map, I decided to take a break from map design and start animating Small Mario. To save time and not having to animate a new character, I took Mario's regular sprite and scaled him down and then just cleaned up the image. And there we have it, Small Mario. Look at that handsome little devil, look at him running around. Now that Small Mario is out of the way, I ordered a pizza like a fatty and started watching Law & Order SVU on Discord with my mom. While watching, I spent the next 3 hours creating tiles for the map. Everything from grass, palm trees, and pipes. I was extremely satisfied with how everything was turning out. I spent a little bit longer on the palm tree than I wanted to, but after several revisions, I found a look that I was actually in love with. Now that we had tiles, collisions, item blocks, and even trees, I went on to create more of the map layout, getting...
Sorry that I paused here. What I ask myself is, why hasn't he actually made the rest of the game? I know it's a lot of work though, but he could have done like 2 or 3 more levels. It would have been a lot more fun and it would have had a lot more gameplay. It was in the end just 1 level. It made fun for me. I could have played it a little longer, but only playing 1 level over and over doesn't make so much fun and will wear out pretty quickly. Just my piece of opinion.
Deeper into the first level of Super Mario Land 2. I didn't like seeing the same palm tree over and over, so I decided to add other types of trees that resemble the trees in Super Mario Land 2.
That's good what he did.
That way I can make each part of the map look a little more distinct than the last.
After he looked into detail.
It felt empty without any collectibles, so I started with the most basic collectible, being the coin. After spending some amount of time drawing and animating it, I settled on a design that I fell in love with.
It's okay what he did.
I went ahead and created our mushroom. After creating the mushroom, I made it that when you actually hit the blocks, either a coin will come out or a mushroom, depending on the block. At this point, playing through the map feels very weird because it really feels like I'm playing Super Mario Land 2 because I know those first few levels so well. Just playing through it, it really just feels like you're playing an HD version of it. Take a look at this side by side.
Yeah.
Next, I decided that I would...
He made a great work though.
Interrupting Panda? What are you doing here?
Man, I'm here to save this video.
What do you mean, bro? I'm just finishing up the video.
Bro, we 7 minutes in and you only cover 5 minutes of 35 hours of footage? These supposed to be 10 to 15 minute videos. Speed this up.
Alright.
Also, what's going on with your voice? Don't tell me you lost it at karaoke again.
What? I would never lose my voice at karaoke. What the hell?
Okay.
Well, that's embarrassing. Wait, where did he go? He did not just drop in here, diss me like that, and just leave. But I guess he's kind of right, though. I am kind of dragging. I mean, 5 hours of content, and we're only 7 minutes into the video. Let's speed this up. I continued working on the map until it was completely finished. I then designed the coin to be a little bit thinner, so that way I could create star coins that would be the more round coins. I then went on to design the ocean water and the clouds for the background. I was super hyped with the way that the clouds turned out because I'm not really good at doing those, so having the ocean water and the cloud look so good together just felt so amazing. Next, I finally made it that you could break the regular blocks, and I gotta pat myself on the back. That animation looks amazing.
Yeah.
With the level complete and the background all put together, I decided it was finally time to make the goalpost for the game. So I went into Super Mario Land 2 and took a good look at how the goalpost looked, and then went ahead and made an HD remake of it. Next, I started working on pipes so we could go underground. I had to make sure I kept it just like Super Mario Land 2, where instead of going to a different room when you go down the pipe, you instead just slide downward. Because most Mario games, when you go into pipes, it takes you to a separate environment. Next, I started working on our heads-up display, so that way it could start actually looking like a real game. I was absolutely loving the way that the font was coming out. It just looked so professional. I don't know how it happened, but I lost footage of me making the enemies, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you what they currently look like. The Goomba.
Yeah.
The Koopa Troopa.
Yeah.
And the Piranha Plant.
Yeah.
I also made the star coins as well. Also follow TQ Pueblo on Instagram, of course. They do a lot of great work for migrants and queer people, so give them a good follow. Next, I made the Fire Flower and Fire Mario. When I made Fire Mario, I designed him just like he looks in Super Mario Land 2, where he has the feather on his head. This was done because Super Mario Land 2 was in black and white, so when you get a power-up, they want you to know what power-up you have on, and you can't really show that with color, so all the different power-ups have different aesthetics. So even though we can change the colors in this version, I still kept the feather just because
I haven't gotten
cool,
that
and
one
also
though.
just because it's part of that game, and I wanted to keep that same aesthetic.
But it looks cool.
So with all that out of the way, let's see how the game actually turned out. But before we do that, let me give a shout out to my Patreon where you can actually get the source code for this project and all my future projects as well. If you like my videos and want to support the channel, then sub to my channel or sub to my Patreon.
Yeah, guys and girls, I link him down below
I don't know.
in the
And
description.
without further ado, Super Mario Land 2 HD. OMG, look at that logo. I forgot how long I spent making that. It looks so good, oh my god. Sorry, I'm geeking out over that. Also, this pre-level screen looks amazing. Also, to address the elephant in the room, yes, halfway through making this video, I got sick, as you can hear in my voice. So yeah, maybe subscribe. I mean, I was sick making this video for you, slaving over this hot computer. With everything finished now, it's just so crazy to look at. I mean, yeah, it's a remake, so of course it looks identical, just like upscaled, but it's still just crazy to see because I used to play this game so much as a kid, so just getting something like this is just so amazing. And knowing that I'm the one who made it is even more amazing. Also, there's about 20 hours of footage that's just left on the cutting room floor. The reason why is because a lot of it was just like tweaking things and making it work better. Things like when you go through pipes, they were
Okay, wait. Let's rewind quick.
Left on the cutting room floor.
Let's rewind quick. I
I
saw something here.
Like tweaking things and making it work.
What about these flying Goombas? He forgot them. He just got normal Goombas, but not the flying ones. What about them? Teddy, what about the flying Goombas? Where are they? Disappointment.
Better. Things like when you go through pipes, they weren't as smooth as it should have been. The way that the camera functions when you're underground wasn't working like it should. Just things like that. Like a lot of time was spent just refining stuff like that. So a lot of footage wasn't really shown in this video, but a lot of it is just really boring stuff, like just fixing the way that the camera works and fixing the way that you slide through pipes to make it go like a little more, God, that sounded wrong, but to make it go just like a little more smooth. The best thing about making videos like these is like when you get to the end of the project and you get to just see the full game, it's just so rewarding. Like, it's like, bro, I made this. Also, I forgot to mention, if you want to play this game, it's actually available in the description of this video. You can download it and just play through it as much as you want. But again, if you want the source code, that's available on my Patreon. There's just a huge sense of accomplishment when you finish a project like this. It's just like, I did it, you know? Granted, I did this like 6 months ago, but I did it. Thank you for watching the video. This project took me roughly about a month to make. So I'd greatly appreciate a like on this video if you watched all the way to the end. Also, if you thought this was cool, check out this video where I remake Super Mario 64 in 2D in just 8 hours.
Guys and girls, I probably will also play this one here. But yeah, for first, this is the first project I played from Teddy Rose Kid. Here is the link if you want to play this one. go onto his video. I will link it down below in the description. I probably will also link down below the Google Drive link. Yeah, maybe. You'll see the description. Yeah. Hope you liked this reaction and this gameplay. And with that I say, see you in the next part video, whatever you call it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down in the comment section, ring notification, see ya. Your Achampnator. Bye.